How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another live edition of the Ad Podcast, coming to you from London at the World Travel Market. We have Beth Freedman, who is the London MD for MMGY Global. Beth, how's your show been so far?
It's been good.
Yeah.
This is my first, actually.
Very cool.
It's been quite an experience.
Yeah, I can imagine. As I've walked around to the booths, I've received many MMGY cards from, you guys representing your various clients in their activations here. Who are some of the main clients that are here that you guys are representing?
I mean, you'd be hard pressed not to walk in any of these areas and not stumble across one. But
handful, right?
Everything.
Yeah.
And across the world, which I think is the coolest thing. So from the Middle East to Africa. So obviously we have a big domestic U.S. presence, but also we are very present across other parts of America, South America, and the Caribbean. So it is a luxury to say there are too many to count.
Which is a great thing, right? It's I think they say the old adage in the agency business is two's a conflict, three's a specialty, right? So you are fairly new in the role. How's things going?
I mean, it's going great. I spent a career in advertising, marketing, media, and you sell a lot of things for a lot of people. But the true privilege of working in travel is that you actually know you're making an impact on real people.
Yeah.
You are putting food on plates. You are driving economies. And the first time I ever worked with a destination was years ago, back in my ad agency. So that was what I really learned today, is matter, and matter in incredibly important ways. So to get to do that with a focus is a massive privilege. Certainly, travel's incredible. You get to meet incredible people, you get to go to incredible places. So it's been certainly a indoctrination by fire. But marketing is marketing.
Yeah.
It's just nice to do it with some real strong, really impacts.
Yeah, I love it. I've been in the travel media side for a year, 14 years as a generalist as well before that. And I pinch myself because I think this is the most fun I've ever had at a conference this week, going around and meeting all these different people from different cultures. One of the themes that has popped up in my interviews is people say, I have the best job in the world. I get to promote my home. And I love that insight.
One is someone who's chosen to live in a place that I wasn't.
Yeah, totally.
American
Expat, if it was. Yeah. Uh-huh.
For 12 years. And of course, I picked this place because I love it. And so I feel that way when I talk about London. Now, to imagine, I don't do that. I do that for free, by the way. I fly. But to do that as someone who is from a place, and we deal with so many folks that are born and raised in places that they are working for, and it is truly a different sense of pride.
Yeah, I love that. So you just walked off stage a few minutes ago. How'd it go?
It was good. We had a really interesting chat with myself and Brilliant.
Oh, yeah, from the theme parks. Yeah.
About international versus domestic audiences. And mainly the question was, are destinations and attractions changing their spending against those because of conditions, like what's going on in the world? The giveaway here, by the way, needs to watch that, was that it varies so much by market, whether you're shifting your mix domestically or you're shifting it international. So there's no one answer, but there's somewhat deep.
Yeah, that's interesting. As somebody who is a annual pass holder to a Merlin property in San Diego, Legoland is about 5 minutes away from my house. So to us, Legoland is the park. It's somewhere where we'll go for an hour or two. In the summer, the water park is our beach club in a way. We get to bring the kids down and go on water slides and just hang out for a couple hours. I love that they let you bring in food. You can kind of have a picnic and not have to worry about paying the theme park prices. But I've noticed even I was just came back from bringing my 10-year-old to Disneyland, and I didn't feel like at least Disneyland's prices were very moderate. I feel like theme parks are trying to get away from the reputation of being price gougers. They want to feel just like, hey, charge people a fair price for, the things above and beyond the hundreds of dollars they're already paying to get into the park and stay there. Yeah.
Or hopefully taking the temperature, landscape, and understanding. If you want to increase footfall and repeat visitation, Ruth will be thrilled to hear it. You think of those, but spent a little bit of time ahead of the panel just talking about the attractions, especially the kind that she represents. But travel in general is about, especially with families, it's about together time. I mean, any of us with children now, our children can sit in a room with us, be with us, but they're on a screen talking to someone else. So we might very well be doing the same thing.
Yep.
The era of family game night, existed when I first came into this business and worried at Asbury. You would still be behind the screen or maybe in front of a television on a gaming system. Our kids are even learning how to interact with their friends through these systems on the phone. I mean, it's amazing. They have no differentiation between virtual and real, connectivity. They just feel connected.
Yep.
So destinations, travel, and experiencing is one thing where it is designed to bring back that true sense of connectivity.
Yeah, I love that.
That was a really interesting thing for us both as her kids are a bit older, for us to both talk about from the standpoint of why they're important. But also, if you're then doing any of the work behind me, creating itineraries, just marketing, to understand that that's a really emotional hook and a reality that most family travelers and those who are parents are going to recognize.
Yeah, it's interesting. Any other key trends or insights that you've gleaned from the week that you're taking back to the team?
Well, I mean, I think I've had at least 20 discussions about it.
Oh, yeah.
But it's interesting to have a conversation about AI as an agency.
Yep.
Because there's AI for our clients in terms of how is the travel industry bringing AI in. And that can be everything from the hard-nosed pass distribution or just talking with Expedia or Trip.com about how they're using it to create more interactive AI-driven planner experience, more natural language. But then there's also the AI question around agencies. Where is the AI doing the work versus where is the human doing the work? The number of times I get asked about creativity, what's going to happen to creativity. So the major headline from those conversations has been that travel alone as an industry is always going to be a human industry. Talk about people on the ground.
Yeah.
And it's the same.
People are the products.
People are the products. Yep. And so there's no divorce. AI in general. I think we're past 20, maybe 24, 25.
Peak AI.
Oh my God. There are so many things it's going to do and have capability to do that we can't even fathom. But I do think that as businesses, what we've started to realize is that there is a true delineation between the way it will enable us to use our human talent in much different ways, and in ways that will actually be more interesting to the generations they come on, and versus taking over data. It's only trained on what exists. Creativity is about creating things that haven't for existence. So lots of conversation about it. Lots of conversations about is travel going to be okay given geopolitical, given all this. And the truth is the numbers showing it's resilient.
Yeah.
WTC published something for 25 that said $1 billion spent to visit our economy. I would like to know where that's going and how we can bring it to the places that work good. But it is a resilient economy, but it's interesting in terms of, we talked about this now, domestic versus international, which markets are emerging. The true drivers are still going to be things like security and safety are going to be an important thing when someone's planning a trip, what they can access. And what we're just seeing is that people, depending on generation, are changing where and how they want to spend their money. Experience and authenticity all means like they all want authenticity. They want to go more local, but if you're younger, you probably spend less on hotel. You don't care about as much where you stay.
Yeah, it's essentially just where you lay your head at night. I'm in a $200 London hotel this week, a little bit being a startup guy or whatever, but it's totally decent. It's clean, and that's all that I get. Really clean and safe. That's kind of I think the millennial attitude. My wife would probably say different when we're on a family trip, but at a business trip.
And you're looking at your money and you're going, I'd rather spend that there.
Yep.
And I think that's exactly what so those patterns very, very much. And so the most important thing we continue to say is that no matter what, just look at the data and let the data lead. You know,
The data is the needs of
to start. And so, you know, and I think that we're on the, you know, the industry will continue to strengthen. How and where people spend continue to, all of it always has and always will. But in general, I think we are in a time where perhaps certain events having happened in the last few months had a much different set of conversations going on. But we're hoping that geopolitically, a more stable place. It seems like an optimistic travel.
I think so. I think I read a statistic that for Gen Z and millennials, travel is their last discretionary expense. It's the last thing that they will skimp on. They'll skimp on everything else before they cut their travel budget or their vacation budget. So economies, whatever the case may be, I think people are going to yearn for that.
I use experience. Economy is going to serve us all very well with that future generation that will eventually be the wealthy generation. And for I heard a really interesting term this week around the it wasn't silver fox, but basically it's silver dollar. So that is the idea that retirement dollar being able to get a fair share of that. And again, very different in what they look for and what they're interested in. But so the pockets are there, and for what I think it does is it offers an incredible array of opportunity for lots of different types of destination types, for lots of different types of segmentation, and frankly, to make a world where there's always an opportunity here, even if it's shoulders. It's about understanding the audience that would be interested in packaging some experience that would allow them to see it easily accessible. There's so much more capability to do that now. So I think, again,
there's optimism.
Yeah.
It's exciting as we go to 2026.
Very cool. If people want to learn more about you, the agency, connect directly, where'd you like to send folks?
You can find me on LinkedIn. Just send me a connection request and we'll connect. And I'm always happy to have a chat about this. This industry and travel are two things that I love very much. So I'm always happy.
Awesome. Thanks, Beth. Appreciate you.
Pleasure.